Peace. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you guys today. Hey, first and foremost, my name is Jeff. I'm in the light giving you that perfect exposure. Welcome to this second video. In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how to dramatically change your photography overnight. That's right. So we're not even gonna prolong it. As you know, I'm a full-time photographer, wedding and portrait photographer, and I make a living actually shooting, and I love what I do. I wanna have you to do the same thing in the least time possible. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, expose for your ambient light. I guarantee you this is gonna change how you shoot and how your photos look in the end. You wanna expose for your ambient light whether or not you working in the studio or on location. In the studio, if you shoot like me, I shoot without a light meter. So I wanna expose for my ambient and control everything. So I kill all of my ambient light. And the way that you do this is you simply just dial your stuff down to the point where you actually get a clear black image, even with the lights are on. Then you turn your flash on, or then you turn your studio lights on. Now, the only light that you see is the light that you create. There's no accidents in this process. We want to walk through and make sure that we got exactly what we want every single time, every single picture. That's why it's so important for you to expose for your ambient lighting. If you're on location, you can do the exact same thing. But you see pictures with those blurry backgrounds, or the backgrounds that's a little bit underexposed and the model is perfectly exposed and it looks like the two are just married together and she just pops off of the image or he just pops off of the image. That's done by first exposing for your ambient light when you're on location as well. Turn your flash off. I know you're eager to use it. Turn it off. Dial in and expose for your ambient background before you even turn your flash on. By doing this, you'll actually get the background that you want, and then you allow your flash to get you the image that you want from your subject, and you expose your subject with the flash. I'm gonna go through all of this information with you and show you hands-on exactly what I'm talking about, so that way you're not confused in reference to it at all. You got any questions, you can reach me at perfectexposurecourse.com. With that being said, let's move on to tip number 2, create separation. A lot of times I see photos that are awesome photos, but the subject kind of blends right into the background or get lost inside of a congested background. That's not what you want. Or maybe that is what you want, and if that's the case, continue to do what you do. But me, I like for my subject to pop off of that background. I like for my subject to definitely be separated. I like for your eyes to go right to that subject. That means I led you right there. And the way that I do that is I create separation. One of the reasons why I love backlighting. I create separation with backlighting. That's one of the reasons why I love backlighting. Lighting a person from the back actually outlines that person and separates them from whatever background you're on. So you can do this inside of studio and you can do this on location as well. Good thing about doing this on location is that we have a natural light that we can use to separate a person from the background. That natural light is always above us. That's the sun. The sun is a perfect natural light that we can actually use just by putting your models back to the sun that will automatically create separation. It's so easy, but so effective. I promise you, it'll change your photography just by putting your models back to the sun next time you're on location. However, if you're in the studio, use backlighting. Light your subject the way that you would front lighting using whatever light source you love, then put another light in the back just to rim off your subject. It's gonna separate your subject from their background, it's gonna separate the background from your subject, and it's gonna drive your customer's eye to go exactly to where you want it to go. For one thing, you will be in 100% control, and now you're driving a person's eye exactly to where you want it to go. It's a win-win situation. If you got any questions in reference to tip 2, remember you can reach me anytime at www.perfectexposurecourse.com. With that being said, on to tip number 3. Please don't be afraid to get low. Now, I don't mean get low like get low. I mean get low as in get on the ground, get a different angle, get a different perspective on the way that you shoot. I guarantee you this will change how you shoot dramatically and how your images look dramatically just by simply moving your angle from what you're shooting upon. If you get low, onto the ground is gonna give you a different perspective and it's gonna give you a different angle. Low angles actually give the feel that you're shooting up to a subject, so it actually gives the feel of power and gracefulness. So automatically you change the way your photography feels just by the positioning of your camera. Also, getting low will help a model look taller than what he or she is. That different perspective from shooting eye level to actually getting lower, making a person look taller, giving them more power, giving them more gracefulness, is actually gonna change how your photography looks dramatically. And you can do that overnight. If you got any questions about getting low, make sure you reach me, www.perfectexposurecourse.com. Tip number 4, communicate. Please, you don't wanna be the boring photographer. Communicate with your subject. Make the whole entire photo shoot an experience. If you did that, I guarantee it's going to change your photography dramatically overnight. If you make your photography an experience, ask the model questions. What's their favorite movie? Give them a character from that favorite movie, and if that character was looking at us right now, how would that character look? Make sure you convey how you want your model to look. Give direction, but don't give direction so robotic that you take the pleasure out of actually shooting with you. Be fun, be creative, but also be someone that's engaging in what you're doing. If you did that, you're gonna get more out of your model, which in turn is gonna get more out of your shoot, which in turn is gonna dramatically change your photography and get you on the right track. If you got any questions about communication, make sure you reach me. You guys know what it is. It's www.perfectexposurecourse.com. That being said, on to tip number 5. It's probably one of the biggest tips that I actually have, and I'm upset that I can't talk about all of it here. So make sure you stay notified so you can get all the information that we're gonna give, because I'm gonna give even more on this one tip in the future. But just to get you started, tip number 5 is over-deliver. Whether you're dealing with clients, whether you're dealing with models, whether you're dealing with agencies, whether you're dealing with brides, whatever you're dealing with, you wanna make sure that you always over-deliver. Over-deliver creates a wow factor. That wow factor will not only boost your clientele, but it will also boost your word of mouth. Your word of mouth actually increases sales. That word of mouth will increase sales, and that wow factor will also increase sales. You can take a photo shoot that you shot for free, promise whatever you promise, and give that for free. If you promise 5 photos for free, take 25. Take 25 great photos. Now they get their 5 for free, but that's not all that they're gonna want. They're gonna want those other 20. Now you can negotiate sales on those other 20. So you can turn a free shoot into a shoot that actually now boasts you a little bit of revenue. You can take that free shoot and now actually offer the additional photos for a smaller marginal fee. So now you've taken a free shoot and created revenue from that, all from simply just over delivering. When you over deliver, you give a customer a choice. You give a customer something that they can actually choose from. I know your package that you paid for was only 10 pictures. I took 30 pictures. Here you go, here's all 30. Take a look, and now you can pick the 10 that you want, or pick the 15 that you want, and I have a special price going on for the additional 5 that you get. It's now turning your initial sale into revenue. It's just like when you walk into a fast food place and they ask you, do you want to supersize? All you're doing is giving the person the opportunity to get more of something that they already like. Really, I wish I could talk more in reference to that, but understand I only got a short time here, but I wanted to give all of that information to you guys before I end it today. 5 tips. I promise you, if you follow those tips, it's gonna dramatically change your photography overnight. You can start using these tips today and you'll see the difference tomorrow. I promise you guys that. Keep your eyes open, because not only am I gonna give you 5 tips, but I'm gonna also tell you a few mistakes here on my next video. So you wanna make sure you stay tuned. www.perfectexposurecourse.com. Stay notified, take the next step in your photography career. I'm gonna see you on the next video. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I'm in the light giving you guys that perfect exposure. Peace.
Peace. I hope that video was really helpful to you. And I just wanted to remind you, if you're really ready to get started in this photography business, really go from the basic to the business and everything in between with photography, I wanted to let you know that I have a full course, over 45 videos detailing how you can do just that. It's called Perfect Exposure Course, and all you need to do is go to www.perfectexposurecourse.com to sign up now. Once you sign up, you will get 25 minutes of free training that I give to you personally. And plus, quick hint, after that, you want to wait until the video is completely over, because I give you a code on how you can get the full course lifetime membership for 50% off. That's right, 50% off, but that's going on right now. So make sure you go to perfectexposurecourse.com. Again, my name is Jeff, and I'm in the light giving you that perfect exposure. Peace.